There we go. Just trying to go live and this duckyard shit was acting up. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't even know if anybody is gonna show up because I know there's fights going on right now and there's other people doing commentaries and lives and all that, so it's all good. This will probably be short and sweet anyways. I'm gonna wait a minute just to see if anybody does show up. Let me show my comments. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes. Maybe not a couple minutes, but I'll wait a little while. It's kind of weird because I had a funky thing happen with my StreamYard when I was trying to kick it off. It was real weird. Like it didn't even show where I could put myself in the live. So I ended up having to close the web browser, recreate the live, and never had that happen before. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say what I gotta say. All right, so the plan is Monday. I know I said this like a week ago, but I'm for real, for real. Monday, I'm gonna go live. I'm thinking 9 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time here in the States. And we just gonna talk some boxing. We're gonna open the panel up. What up, Nordic Warrior? God bless. But yeah, that's the plan. Also, probably gonna have two videos that I upload Monday as well. I think the two videos are a sure thing, and I'm pretty confident the live will happen as well. We could talk about boxing for probably about 2 hours. We'll see how it goes because StreamYard eats up my phone battery like Pac-Man eats pellets. It just it's ridiculous. So, but that's the plan. So all are invited to attend or to jump on the panel. Um, I'm limited to the six, so we'll see what happens. A lot of times I end up having to put myself in backstage to have all my guests, and it's still not enough. But that's the plan. I plan on having two videos up Monday. I'm gonna try to have them up as early as humanly possible. And then, like I said, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Basically 48 hours from right now. Not 24. I'm not going live tomorrow. But yeah, basically 48 hours from now because it's 9:05 p.m. right now. So not this time, not tomorrow, but the day after. Plan on going live. Like I said, we just gonna talk boxing. We could talk about the community, things going on, and I've seen some pretty interesting things going on in the community. And you know, as always, I'm gonna try to be as logical and reasonable with this as humanly possible. I do like that people are trying to build bridges, trying to, you know, make things right. Um, because I think that'll make the community stronger. Um, just as long as everybody's intentions are in the right place. Now, if anybody is acting, what up, OG Boogie? But if anybody's acting and they're really planning on stabbing people in the back later on and all that, please don't do that. Like, find something better to do with your time. You know, if you're not a community person, that's perfectly fine. I understand not everybody is going to be a community person. So some people need to be an island unto themselves, and that's perfectly fine. But you can do that without being destructive. What up, Sporting Advantage? Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. This ain't breaking news or spoilers, but spoiler alert. Josh Warrington got his ass knocked out. And what's funny is, since you bring that up, yesterday I was on D Jefferson's live for a couple minutes. I was on there for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. I was like there 5, 10 minutes. He asked me about a bunch of fights, and you know, I brought up the fact that how many times did we think we knew what was going to happen just for the quote unquote lower opposition to pull off the upset? And then this happens. I would have never picked Lara to beat Warrington, not to knock him out. That's for damn sure. Because sometimes you get these guys that you don't know a whole lot about, or you know, they don't seem like they're much, and then they like surprise you, and they do like surprisingly good. Maybe even make you feel like they got robbed against a guy with a bigger name. Um, but it's not all that often where it's a guy that you really think has no chance of winning and he straight up knocks the other guy out. Like, I'm a lot more shocked about this knockout than I was with Ruiz knocking out, or getting the stoppage win over Anthony Joshua. But yeah, that's crazy. We could definitely talk about that. We could definitely talk about that. We could talk about how Jojo Diaz missed weight. I have nicknamed him Fat Joe at this point. So we could talk about Fat Joe. We could talk about this KO, and we could talk about, whatever. But yeah, I plan on going live Monday night. What up, Iron Kong? What up, Actual Facts? Thank you. Hold on. What did OG Boogie say? I had to review the fight on YouTube, man. That was. So, OG Boogie, are you actually uploading content now? Because if you are, then I need to make sure I got that subscribe button clicked on your channel. So, but yeah, hey, Iron Kong, the best boxing channel out of St. Kitts. But yeah, I appreciate that. Actual Facts for imploring people to smash the like button. Let's see. Lara did his thing. He represented it hard, working dedication, and take his own destiny with his hands. Yeah, one thing that I am seeing, apparently, Tyson Fury wasted no time tweeting out saying that that Warrington is another victim of inactivity, and to an extent, I can agree. However, um, Tyson Fury, he he's inactive himself. you know, and we've heard rumors of him possibly fighting this guy or that guy or whatever, but nothing has materialized. Like, there was a rumor that he was going to fight sometime in December, and it never happened. So, I mean, Tyson Fury, there's this talk about him fighting AJ. AJ's not the most active either, but he's been more active than Tyson Fury in the last year. So Tyson Fury might be unintentionally speaking some foreshadowing on his behalf. Um, yep, that's right. I definitely slept on him. Actual facts. That's right, Fat Joe. So yeah, Jojo Diaz. He lost. Another spoiler alert, but he lost his belt on the scales. I mean, you got to be disciplined. You're a professional. This is what you do for a living. And I mean, it's not like he missed it by some ounces or a pound. He missed it by 3 pounds. So that 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 means one of two things. Either he's showing signs of not being disciplined. Maybe he's picking up some bad habits, or he could be outgrowing the division. And if that's the case, then he really just needs to move up. If he can't make the weight anymore, then there's no point in him trying to fight at the, Billy Joe Saunders, he did it. Or was it Billy Joe? Yeah, I think Billy Joe Saunders did the same thing with 154, didn't he? It was somebody. It was either Billy Joe Saunders, or maybe I'm thinking of what's his name? Lemieux. Because I know Lemieux, he went to the emergency room one time because he was dehydrated, and it's because he was trying to cut weight. So I might be thinking of Lemieux, but I knew one of them guys. When you outgrow a division, you got to move up. And yeah, those guys are going to be bigger. More than likely, they're going to punch harder. But that's the name of the game. Let's see. Okay, so you haven't uploaded any Fat Joe Diaz. Yeah. So you haven't done any content. All right. As I just don't want the FOMO. I'm FOMophobic. I don't like that fear of missing out. So if you uploading content, please come and see me so I can make sure I'm not missing it. Let's see. Damn near 4 pounds. So actual facts. You're very observant individual. You're very logical, and you try to look at things from all angles. So you don't think he's outgrown the division at all. You think he's just undisciplined. So it's definitely a it's definitely a take that I I put weight into, because actual facts knows his stuff. His name ain't actual. He's not like some other people who got names that don't fit them. Actual facts is actual facts, because that's what he goes by. So he thinks it's not being disciplined. What up, James Jameson? Let's see. Hope you're doing well, James Jameson. Hopefully, I know you go over there to rafts a lot. Hopefully, I'll be over there soon. I've been missing the community, but you gotta have priorities, and just things got a little out of hand for a little bit. But I um like I said, the plan is 2 videos this Monday. One, I say 2 videos, but one of them's gonna be real short. It's gonna be something that I'm just gonna have some fun with, and then the other one will be like my typical, you know, me giving my thoughts on something. there's a couple things that I'm not even sure which topic I'm gonna do it on, but there's like three topics that I'm kind of playing around with. Um, so yeah, I plan on having two videos up, and then a live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that will be Monday. For those of you who are here who didn't hear me mention that before, what up, Bruce motherfucking Vane? How you doing today? Um, Always appreciate the support. Um, I was just checking in and letting everybody know Monday, two videos, one live. That's what it's gonna be. So two videos, hopefully first thing in the morning. That's how I like to do it. I like to get my videos out first thing in the morning, and then at night we'll do a live. I'm gonna open up the panel, and it's just gonna be old fashioned boxing talk. I'm not gonna structure it or nothing, and you know, just gonna we're just gonna wing it. But yeah, salute for sure. But yeah, this whole thing, like Jojo Diaz, I like the kid. I would never say I was a fan, but I do like him. Like the way he carries himself and everything, he seems to be cool. But being cool ain't enough. You're a professional. If it's a discipline issue, um, then he needs to get rid of all the bad influences. You know, get rid of all the bad influences. If he's just procrastinating on his training, he needs to cut that out. Whatever it is, if Mauricio Suleiman's fat ass invites you to a buffet, please tell him no mas. Or really, you just tell him no. No mas is no more. So, but yeah, you just tell his fat ass no. Yeah, I got shit I gotta do. Mauricio, fat ass Suleiman. So I'm gonna go train. You enjoy your flautas and your tortas and your burritos and whatever it is else that you eat, right? Oh man, let me take a look at some more comments real quick. What up, 1-2 kid? So 1-2 kid, I don't know if you were here when I said it before, but Monday I plan on having up two videos and plan on doing a live at 9 p.m. or 9-ish. Could be a little bit before, could be a little bit after, but somewhere around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna do a live and I'm gonna open up the panel. So everybody's welcome to attend and to jump on the panel. If I end up with a bunch of people in the backstage, I'm gonna have to come up with a system to rotate people, you know. So that's the plan, though. And it's funny because I every time I kick off a live, I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna end up talking to myself. And then if I drop the link, I end up having to sit backstage myself because I got so many people who want to be on my platform, and I feel blessed. By the way, do not take that as me saying I need y'all to stop doing that. I feel blessed that I have. That's a problem I don't mind having. But if that is a problem that I have, I need to come up with a solution. And I think that's the way to go. Just be like, you get to stay on the panel for a little while, and then jump off, make some room for somebody else if we got other people who are trying to get on. So, because the reality is this, because I am a community guy, there's a lot of people in the community that I fuck with, and I want all of them to feel welcome on the platform. Unfortunately, the platform only allows 6 people at a time, so we got to make it work. Let me take a look. Look a little bit more. Yeah, and I agree with you there, Bruce Vane. Like when you're young, there's no excuse not to make weight. He's not an old guy. There's guys older than him who don't have problem, making weight. And see, that's why we got to respect these guys like Crawford and um even Deontay Wilder. I gotta give him some respect in the respect that he stays in fight shape. You know, is his is his boxing ability the best? Absolutely not. You know, does he make stupid ass excuses when things don't go his way? He sure as hell does. But one thing that he does not do, and mind you, this guy does not have a weight that he has to meet. He stays in fight shape, you know, and so I got to give him credit on that. But guys like Crawford as well, you know, Spence, yeah, he blows up in between, but he always makes weight though. So these guys, we got to give them their respect on that. But yeah, if you're young, there ain't no excuse. The only excuse that you have really is that you're outgrowing the division, and that's not even really an excuse. That is, well, now it's time to move up, young man. Now it's time to take on the guys who were a little bit bigger, and they're gonna be tougher. And shit just may not be as easy as it has been for you in the past. So, but that's like I said, that's the name of the game. You knew what you signed up for when you became a professional boxer. That's true. James Jameson, they are not active enough for sure. All right, OG Boogie, I'll hit you up on Discord. I do have Discord. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a terrible person at keeping up with these different these different platforms. Like I have Twitter, I have Discord, I have Hangouts, and I try to keep up with them the best I can. To be honest, out of all of them, the best way to get a hold of me is Hangouts. But I'll try to hit you up on Discord, and I'll do my best to keep up with it. So, but you know, just in case you didn't know, I'm on all those platforms. So, um, and I have an email as well. I don't mind giving out my email. Um, you know what? I need to start putting my email in the. I know there's a way for people to get my email even without me doing this, but I'm gonna do it just so it's easier. But I'm gonna start putting my email in the description of my videos because you know, eh, it's just another avenue to reach out to me. But yeah, I plan on. I got some ideas that that's one thing that I never stopped doing is throwing ideas around. So even when I'm not making content, I got ideas that in my head that when I do go to open up my editor, you know, I already got something I already got one in the chamber. That's one thing that I always do. I always have when I open up my editor, I got one in the chamber. I got ideas and I start putting it together. And that's what works for me. So and that's what I'm gonna say. Anybody who uploads, do what works for you. Like a lot of people ask me, "Oh, you know, do you do the little funny intros first, or do you record first, or what do you do?" And to be honest, I mix it all around. Sometimes I do the intro first. Sometimes I record first. Sometimes I have like a more structured idea, but usually I wing it from beginning to end, and that's what works for me. If that doesn't work for you, don't do that. But yeah, um, I think I think Bruce and James, what y'all agree on, I agree on that too. Like these guys need to be more active. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand once you get to a certain point, you know, there's if you're making a lot more money per fight, then maybe not be quite as active, but still stay in fight shape. But you got a lot of boxers who are fighting as much as Floyd Mayweather used to fight, but they don't have the Floyd Mayweather. They don't have his blueprint. They don't. Their house isn't built with the Mayweather blueprint. It's built on some other shit, and that's why it don't work out for them too well. Like, uh, you know, I'll bring it up again. Tyson Fury apparently put out a tweet said that Josh Warrington is another victim of being inactive. I mean, I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna argue that. But like I said, Tyson Fury himself is, hasn't. He's been inactive for. We're going on a year now. So, like I said, he could be foreshadowing his own downfall. Um, and we'll see. I mean, if that AJ fight pops off, AJ's not really a guy that you want to go in 50%. You know, just a moment. Yeah, I agree, OG Boogie. If Wilder's going to come back, I mean, he's saying he is. I think he will, but he really does need to evaluate what he's doing in the sport. You know, when it comes like to the twerking and all that. I mean, to me, yeah, I made jokes about it, but to be honest, he did that shit on his free time. You know, and what you do on your free time, as long as it ain't hurting nobody else, it's fine. I mean, we're gonna roast you for that shit, but it if you're doing it on your free time, you don't he stays in fight shape. It's not like he balloons up. It's not like he looks like Chris Arreola in between fights and and is out there twerking. No, he's still in fight shape and stuff. So he can afford to do that. What he can't afford to do is to have his mental state be where, well, the only reason why I lost is because my suit was heavy. Um, the ref was drunk. The My opponent loaded his gloves, and my own coach spiked my water. Like literally, he came up with every scenario to blame it on except for the man in the mirror. Instead of saying, you know what, I got some shortcomings. You know, before I thought that I only need to be perfect for 2 seconds, and I got a wake up call that that's not the case. I need to improve. And yeah, I can afford not to have the ability like a Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua because I have power, but I need to have some kind of ability. I can't just rely on the being perfect for 2 seconds. Kings don't twerk. That's the thing, though. I ain't never called the man a king. Even when I was supporting him, I never once said Deontay Wilder's my king or a king. You know, like there's a difference between calling a man like a king, like as a term of endearment, because context does matter. But you got people who literally called this man their king. And to me, I think that's some weird shit. That's like borderline on some cult brainwashing MK Ultra type shit. And yeah, I respect and to an extent even admire some of these guys, but they ain't my king. Come on now. Like America fought to get away from a monarchy. Sorry, I was having a hard time remembering that word. But yeah, Americans fought long and hard to get out of a monarchy. And then you got people today, and that was hundreds of years ago. But you got people today who willingly get into a monarchy mentally. They're mentally under the rule of another man. And they're doing it willingly. That's sad. Like I said, our forefathers, they fought hundreds of years ago to not be ruled under a man. And now you have today where people willingly, in their mental state, become under the rule of a man. That's sad. That's some real cultist shit. Malik Scott does a great swallow die. James Jameson, you on fire tonight. You sure you don't want to jump on here and you take over this live? That was a good one. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. But yeah, those are the main takeaways. Monday, we're back to business as usual. 2 videos, 1 live, and everybody is welcome to join the panel. I'm not gonna hand out a syllabus or an agenda or anything like that. We're just gonna talk, and you know, I'm hoping we could talk about the community a little bit. Um, just some things on my mind that I want to address and hear some people out on when it comes to this community on YouTube as a whole. But much respect to everybody, OG Boogie, James Jameson, Nordic Warrior. Uh, Nordic Warrior, he's like, nah, they fought for nothing. Hey, I can definitely understand that. Like it's a shame. People would rather be under the rule of a man in their own mental state. And it's like, come on now. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a fan. All right. I get it. I'm fans of a lot of these guys too, but ain't never gonna be any of them that I'm gonna say, oh, that's my king. That's my king, man. He the truth. He my king. If he need me to feed him grapes as he lays on a hammock while fine bitches fan him with big ass leaves, that's what I'm gonna do, cause that's my king. I ain't gonna do that shit. That to me, that's some real beta male shit. Real talk, man. If he's lonely, he could reach out to me because that's my king. If he needs, moral support, um, I even cash app him some, $5 because I'm getting these super chats because that's my king. Come on now. And of course, that's not what these guys literally say. It's a little bit exaggerated. I'll admit to it, but I ain't calling nobody a king. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Actual facts. Uh, even I didn't see you there. Boxing After Dark with Nocturnal Thoughts. Big ups to you. I didn't realize you was in the chat. I appreciate you, man. Like that's another guy. See, I like these mature guys, and don't get me wrong, I like the immature stuff too. I can be a little immature. All things in moderation. When I act immature, it's for a good time, but there's certain boundaries I won't cross. It's all in good fun. But I appreciate guys like Nocturnal Thoughts who have a more mature perspective on the sport. So I feel bad that I didn't know he was in the chat till just now. And then I got an appreciation for guys like Bruce Vane who just gives it to you raw. All he knows how to do is that's all he knows is how to give you the facts and not worry about your feelings. There's a place for that too. So neither is better than the other. Oh yeah, Sporting Advantage, Iron Kong, 1-2 Kid. I appreciate all y'all coming to the live. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But if any of y'all have free time to either attend or jump on the panel on Monday night, like I said, 9-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, greatly appreciate it. If not, I understand. Y'all got stuff to do. I ain't mad at it. Oh, Rasclot. Rasclot with the approval. But yeah, I appreciate every last one of y'all. All y'all my brothers. I got some sisters out there. I don't see them here, but y'all know who y'all are. Um, Lisa Bales definitely comes to mind. But we're gonna do this thing, man. We're gonna talk this boxing. Some of these little troll ass bottom feeders, they'll try to come at me. Like I said, they already had one come at me last week. All I do is mind my own business, and this dude came at me last week talking about why you hate on the LDBC. And I'm not putting all that on the LDBC, by the way. I'm just saying this dude said, and I'm like, send me a link to one of my videos where I'm hating on the LDBC. Send me a screenshot of a comment that I left talking shit about the LDBC. You ain't gonna do it. You know why? Because it doesn't exist, right? I don't I don't talk about them. I don't wish nothing bad on them. Um, but the little bottom feeders, they need to stay over there. All right. Especially when it's one of these little peons that he claims they're his brothers, but they don't even watch his shit. Real talk. Hey, I can't disagree with you, Rasclot. 90%. But yeah, I've been trying to close this down. I'm not gonna drag it out anymore. I think I rambled long enough. Hope y'all are having a good night. Enjoy the fights. We definitely got to talk about that Warrington KO. And like I said, everybody's welcome on Monday. And of course, the content will be welcome to everybody for you to stick your teeth into if you are interested in what I got to say on whatever topics I talk about on Monday in my videos. Everybody, stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.